if you hadn't heard about the situation that happened the other night on with the WNBA and the player Kalia Cooper, she's an astounding WNBA player. I mean, her skills are just, she's committed to the game. You know, she eats, sleeps, prays basketball, and she's very respected in the league. The other night, while she's on the court, a mishap happened. Now, I don't know if this was done intentionally or not intentionally, because I don't know too many people that pulls on someone's hair in a professional sport. I can see you pulling on somebody's shirt mistakenly, but to pull someone's hair? So this other white WNBA player pulled on Kalia Cooper's wig. When she pulled her wig, it fell off. Now, me being who I am, and I'm trying to make it to heaven, I still probably would have slapped the taste out of that woman's mouth. But Kalia was so devastated.
Snatched mid-play. While trying to get open, a Mystics player grabbed her hair and her whole wig hit the court. Then she picked it up, threw it back on, and ran straight back to the locker room.
Like, that happened because it happened on national TV. It happened in front of an arena full of fans and other basketball players. It happened while the commentators were actually in full mode doing the play-by-play readings, of the game. And even the commentators, they were laughing. They ended up having to throw out a fan because he kept gesturing and making fun of what happened. And I know she had to feel devastated. And I feel so bad for her. It's already hard being a female in sports, okay? Because they are going to be challenged. Their femininity is always challenged being an athlete. And then when you add on the other layer of being a black woman in sports, look what they do to Angel Reese. I did a video. I hope you look for it in my video list. I'm going to put the link in there too. In the description, I'm going to put a link in there. But I did a video on why do white people hate Angel Reese so bad. The reason is obvious. It's all about Caitlin Clark, But why come down so hard on Angel Reese to the level that they do? There's other WNBA players out there that Caitlin Clark may have a rivalry with, but it's specific to Angel Reese. And so I hope you go and look at that video, because I gave my opinion on why I believe they come for her. And getting back to Kalia, I hope that Kalia gets even bigger and badder and better from this. And to know that her wig may have came off, but her crown did not. You see what I'm saying? Like, these things happen sometimes. Life be lifing. And that happened. And you know what? And I know she was probably embarrassed because she ran off the court to the back locker room to get everything situated. The second part I want to add to that is this. It's like, we black women already don't have much protection in the world as it is. Going back to Malcolm X made this statement, and it's so true and so relevant even today in 2025, that the black woman is the least protected woman in the United States, and that is true. So when I see commentators like Jason Whitlock with his bad built body, big back, coon, possum, Popeye looking self on his podcast making jokes about a black woman who's in a professional league. And you're not only doing it with yourself, you're bringing in another person from another race to join in the joke with you, laughing about a black woman. And the reason why I said this is because, yes, it could be a white girl that had the situation happen to her, but see, it's specific to a black woman because there's already this stereotype that black women don't have hair, when in all actuality, black women that typically wear hair weaving and wigs, they use it as a protective style. So she's a young woman. She has a head full of hair. She wears her own hair from time to time. But the convenience of her being able to choose an alternative while she's out on the court, and it helps to maximize her time, she decided to wear a wig. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there is this negative connection that people like to weaponize black women's hair against them. For a black man who obviously came from two black parents, specifically a black woman as his mother, because he's a black man, why would you add in on the insult, you adding on insult onto an already bruised injury? And that's why Malcolm X said what he said, because he believed what he said, and he know what he said was true. Even back then, black women are not protected. This would have been the moment for him to do the right thing and say, hey, I'll protect you, sister. I give it to Shaquille O'Neal. On last week, on his podcast, someone tried to insult Angel Reese in his presence, and he shut it down immediately. And I have to give the brother his props. I have to give him his props for that. He shut it down immediately. He didn't allow someone to weaponize Angel Reese's femininity, her race, her persona. He protected her. And that's exactly what that Jason Whitlock should have been doing. But let me know what you think about what happened with Kalia Cooper. She's such a great player. She's a beautiful girl. I hope that there's a hairstylist out there that will approach her and say, hey, you know what? It would be beneficial to me if I could be your stylist, because I can get my work out there. And then it's beneficial to you as a professional ball player, because your image is really going to shine if you allow me to be your stylist. Another person too I want to bring up to mind is Clarissa Shields, who is in professional boxing. She's a professional female boxer. She's currently going out with the rapper Papoose, who is going through a divorce with the female rapper Wnba. And I'm going to do a video on that whole trio situation, because that's a whole nother deep dive. But Clarissa Shields is another one that a lot of people say a lot of bad negative things on her appearance. Not her physique, but like her clothing and her hair. She doesn't have like the professional polish yet. And she's another one that needs to get a stylist, both for the hair and for the clothing. Because now she's starting to get like this international notoriety. And she also just put in a request to set up a fight with Layla Ali. And so Layla Ali said, hey, if you bring the money, you gonna see me in the ring. And if we know anything, like Layla Ali back in the day when she was really in the boxing ring and her career was really on point, she was on top of her game. You know, her image was very put together. She had the right people to make sure that her hair and her clothes and all of that was just like winning. Same thing about Lisa Leslie in the WNBA. Lisa is very tall, you know, but Lisa got to do a lot of like modeling and her image too. She made sure that she got the right people to help her with her image. Venus and Serena, same thing. Because they are already in a sport where it's going to give you a certain type of physical build, like a stronger, more muscular build. And for a woman, that's already something that is like going against the standards of what people consider beauty. And so you have to have the right stylist, you have to have the right team. And that's what I'm hoping will happen with Kalia Cooper. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Please be blessed. Thank you.